these balls could talk, they would walk along the bases and into the fields. If these balls could talk with Mark and John and producer Pete.
Hey ballers, welcome to These Balls Could Talk, the podcast that won't ever get shut down by the federal government. This is Mark along with John and our producer Pete, and we're getting ready to discuss the latest in sports, tech, and pop culture. If you like what you hear or see, please like us or hit that subscribe button, or as someone on the show likes to say, tickle that little bell.
Oh.
I'll tickle your bell.
We're back from a little hiatus. John's in a great mood right now because his Yankees are winning. Anyway, joining us tonight is a man who I met playing a child's game called kickball. He's got a mean pitch and is on the same team with previous guests, Phil Provencher and Shane DeBarros, and a devout San Francisco 49ers fan. Please welcome to the show, Mr. Marlon Dixon. What's going on, Marlon?
What's up?
Good, everyone. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good, man. How are you
You're
doing?
able to join us, man.
I'm doing phenomenal. Up 14-7.
Wearing your team colors. I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Even got the field.
I'm the only one not wearing team colors
nice.
right now.
I even got a guy.
I got a guy.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we are back.
17-7, Marlon. 17-7.
17-7. I must have missed that one.
All right, so we're back from a little hiatus. John, how you been?
I'm doing great. I got to see Mark twice during the hiatus. We, if you guys watch our, follow our socials, Mark and I had a little adventure with our friend Jeff yesterday. We went to see the Yankees in exciting fashion beat the Boston Red Sox to tie the series 1-1.
It was a great game. I will say that both game 1 and game 2 have been very well contested Major League Baseball playoff games. Like
incredibly close,
like beautifully dramatic, and just really good games to watch. With the exception of maybe some managerial issues on the Yankee side, but you know they might win, so it might be okay.
I mean, that was a tough one, game 1. I mean, I think a lot of people go with the analytics, and I think that's the worst way to go. I think you have to go with the feel of the game. Feel the game's going to tell you how the game is going.
In a must-win series, you play your best players and
play your best players, and they pitch. You can't go no more.
The fact that Ben Rice, who's the hottest player, the hottest hitter on that lineup, probably in the last 2 months, not playing is Ben Rice. And then Chisholm saved the game twice yesterday.
Yes, he did. He double plays.
He did.
You know, so it's very exciting. I have a whole question on it because playoff baseball hits different. Just hits different.
Different game. Very different game.
It's been a pretty good week in New York sports. Jaxon Dart is the belle of the ball.
Listen, you'll get your chance. You'll get your chance.
We're gonna
good
blow
news
your
and
load
bad
on
news for
Jaxon
that
Dart
one.
later. Okay.
We're gonna talk about that too. And
John's in a great mood.
It's been Schlitter just struck another dude out, so everything's going great. Jamie and I are watching Brilliant Minds with Zachary Quinto on
How is that show?
NBC. I kind of fucking love it.
On WNBC.
WNBC. Is
that his new show where he's a doctor?
He's House pretty much, except he isn't on drugs.
Doesn't
he just has social problems.
Oh, I thought he went into weird trippy ass journeys to try to relate to the patient.
No, he has face blindness, which makes it just a little weird.
Okay.
And which is a real thing, by the way.
Huh.
And he also has a crazy dad, so his stories of his crazy dad come up all the time, and he's kind of a little fucking nuts. But he's pretty much House. He's an asshole, and he's really good at being a doctor. So
I could see Zachary Quinto rocking that role.
Just pretty much what's happening.
There's another medical drama.
And Jamie has cried. We've watched 3 episodes. Jamie has cried. All 3. They're all sad. It's been awesome.
Oh no!
You made your daughter cry.
Yeah, I did.
There's another. If you ever want to get into I think you like the Bryan Singer medical drama, so he made another one called The Good Doctor with Freddie Highmore as an autistic doctor. So that's probably a good one for Jamie.
I think that I have to watch that one with Mel because she's been wanting to watch The Good Doctor for a while.
Okay.
Also, I love Bryan Singer because Bryan Singer.
He done good. He does good.
And what's going on with you, man?
So yeah, as you said, we experienced some playoff baseball during the break. Also, I trying to train for I got a 10K on Sunday.
Ooh,
and by
okay.
train, I ran for the first time Tuesday.
Well,
So you're trying to be
And
like Pete.
I'm
Better
trying to
late
be
than
like
never.
it was one of those things. Well, I mean, I've been doing kickball, so those are technically my sprint workouts.
okay.
Probably not enough for a 10K though. But
I was going to say you can't
I-
sprint the entire 10K, Mark.
No. I wanted to. So the litmus test was, can I just up and run 4 miles? And that's what I did on Tuesday. I did gas out a little bit, but I didn't die, obviously. So,
All right.
I
You're
guess
here.
we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it.
That's exciting.
I mean, and I am.
Pete, how you been?
Pretty good. Although, our poor guy, Liam,
You had something special on the break, right? Actually,
yeah,
John, you had something special on the break too that you didn't really mention, but Jamie's birthday.
oh yeah,
Yeah, we were off for Jamie's birthday
right.
and Pete's anniversary.
John is the dad
It
to
was cool.
John is the dad to a teenager now. It's crazy.
Yeah, she got old. But I mean, I say this all the time. It's so awesome that she's like kind of grown. I mean, obviously she's not all the way grown, but she's kind of grown, and it's really fun.
Yeah, it's just really cool to see. She like can have an intellectual conversation with you. It's like, whoa, like where did this come from? She was a toddler the
She
last
has
time
like
I blinked.
feelings and opinions, and she like likes things,
Mm-hmm.
and she argues with me about who the strongest Avenger is, and I love it. Oh my God.
Oh man, that like.
So yeah, Pete, how was your anniversary?
So it was good. So Steph and I were married 10 years. Love you, babe.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it feels like a whirlwind, but it's been a ton of fun. And I like to tell my son, because he looks at pictures of us through the years on all these grand anniversary vacations or like adventures that we did. I'm like, yeah, we've done a ton of them, but we're gonna do a ton more with you. It's just he's a little guy, so we're not really gonna go to like Thailand with him when he's a year and a half, almost 2.
Yeah,
but
baby. A monkey might snatch him.
he might run away with the monkeys because he's that agile. Except, unfortunately, so he was a little bit sick. He's fully better now. But then on Monday night, when we got back, we took a trip, by the way, to Burlington and stayed in a cabin in the middle of the Green Mountains. It was pretty fun. There was a hot tub. Steph and I didn't get to go in it until 11 p.m. because Liam wouldn't go to freaking sleep. But we had a great time. It was a good weekend. Need to go back to Burlington. That city is beautiful. Very cool, inclusive, fun city with like streets that are blocked off so people walk down them. There's shops everywhere.
Did you go to the
waterfront's
coat factory?
Gorgeous. I don't know if that's where the coat factory came from. I feel like it must have, but I do make that joke every time we go there. But unfortunately, when we got back Monday night, Liam tripped over a toy. It was like that little ball popper thing. I don't know. He barely ever uses that thing, but it happened to be on the floor. He tripped over it. He was screaming for a while. It was like,
Aww.
Usually he's fine. Put him down. He immediately goes, oh no. And he goes, toe, my toe. And he points at his toe and we're like, uh-oh. And yeah, I don't think we told anybody this yet. So he couldn't walk on Monday at all. Couldn't put any pressure on it.
Oh.
He would just yell
Did you bring-
toe. So the next day
What did the doctor say?
So we said, all right,
Get to the punchline.
let's see how it is the next day. Same thing. Toe, no walk, toe. No walk, toe. It's like, okay. So yeah, brought him to the orthopedic and they did an x-ray and they said he has a buckle fracture in his
adamantium.
toe. Yeah. Well, that came later. They reinforced it with adamantium. Now he's
Baby's
superhuman.
first broken bone.
Yeah. Tiny fracture
Wow.
in his big toe. And he is,
That sucks.
they said 2 weeks. He's already walking around like nothing happened, but he's not running yet.
Good.
So thankfully it must have been pretty minor and he's on the road to recovery. He'll be just fine.
Does he still fetch mommy and daddy their special drinks?
I mean, did he like
Oh yeah.
kick it?
So the on Monday morning, so before this happened, Steph was staying home with him because he still had to stay out of daycare until he was good. Just came over with something over the weekend, but so we kept him out Monday, and then the toe thing, so we kept him out a few more days. But now he's back at daycare. He's fine. But yes, that morning. Sorry, I'm rambling. before we could do anything, I'm about to leave for work, and he walks over to Steph with a wine bottle in his hand and a glass. We're like, where did you get, what are you doing? And he's like, here, Mom, these are for you. So, yeah, he's retrieved beers unprovoked for me, and now he's apparently retrieving a wine bottle and a glass for Steph. So I guess he's trained.
Amazing.
Yeah, or we're just drunkers.
He got Pete a beer when he got home from his anniversary dinner, so I thought that was cool while we were watching.
Cute. Yeah,
he didn't break his toe while I was watching him.
He did not. No.
That is a true fact.
But anyway, so it's been a little bit of a wild ride in this break, but we're finally getting back into the swing of things now.
That's right.
That was
in fact, we're going to get right into it.
El Podcasto.
Yes.
Hey, everyone. Why does Christian McCaffrey need potholders?
I don't know.
Why, Mark?
Because his carries were coming in hot. It's time for warm up your balls.
Christian McCaffrey, by the way, having a great game, but that is not a surprise to anyone.
During this segment, Pete will spin the wheel that will randomly select a question for our guest
back.
to answer. Are you ready, Pete?
Yeah, let's
He's
go.
the only player on the team, so.
He's the only one left. So
literally the only skill player.
They're the only one left. I mean, Fred Warner.
Yeah, and you'll see that we'll have to talk about that later. But first, let's get to know you, Marlon. So, your first question: what should be on the Mount Rushmore of sandwiches?
I love this question.
That's a good one.
Philly cheesesteak's got to be up there.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Yep, staple.
Cheesesteak, get a nice Italian sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but you got
with oil and vinegar.
Genuine Italian here. You got to specify what would be on the Italian sandwich.
Yeah, what's on your Italian?
What's your favorite? Because there's a
Marlon?
million ingredients. Like what do you prefer?
Prosciutto, capicola, salami, pepperoni.
Wow.
If you want
man.
a little bit up there, you got to throw some bacon on there.
Oh,
No bacon. Shut the fuck up.
Bacon, no.
Bacon.
I mean, bacon's great, but not on an Italian
It's got
combo.
everything.
I would
It's
try
on
that.
everything. What else would there be? Lettuce, tomato, red onion, extra pickles.
What's
Gotta
your
do the red
dressing?
onion.
Oil and vinegar. I like oil and vinegar on that.
Okay.
Is it just like
oil and vinegar?
Oil-
Oil and vinegar.
Is it like a dressing? Is it balsamic? Is it red wine?
Oh, just be oil and vinegar. Just those two together.
Okay.
If you have to go to if it's a just get in an Italian dressing, probably my go-to after that.
Yeah, that'd be good. That sounds delicious. I don't know about you.
I've heard
mustard.
Capicola is a very important part of a New England mixed Italian.
That would be true.
I did not know that.
Yep.
That is a true fact, as Margaret said.
Though Capicola is probably my favorite ham as far as a mixed
that.
Italian in general.
That sounds like it'd be a wheel question you guys would do. What is your favorite ham?
I almost always get hot pepper relish on my Italian combos these days because I really like hot pepper relish.
That's good. That's good.
Like chopped up cherry peppers, so they're small. I dig that. But yeah, you got it pretty much right.
Two more sandwiches.
Two more there, Marlon. What do you got?
A good chicken parm sandwich is good too.
Oh, I love
like
a
that,
chicken
yeah.
parm sandwich.
Okay.
And
There's one I'm hoping you're gonna say. This is my all-time favorite sandwich. I'm hoping you're gonna say it.
oh shit, this
Jesus,
is
I
a
love
tough one now.
sandwiches.
I mean, if you're gonna go right there, the Mount Rushmore of sandwiches, you have to go with the peanut butter and jelly.
Wow, going with the
Okay.
classic. Okay. Hey, you know what?
Oh, you have to throw that on there.
That's like the George
Okay.
Washington of the the Mount Rushmore sandwiches, right?
That's not
You
the
gotta
one I
have
was
that
thinking
ancient
of.
one on there.
You see the
That's
best
the one I
for
was
last
thinking
on
of.
that one.
The tried and true.
What are you
Okay.
thinking of?
So this
I dig that.
this wheel question was inspired by Rich Eisen. Rich Eisen had this on his show a couple weeks ago.
must
He
have
had
missed
mentioned
that.
some other ones. Yeah. One that he mentioned is my all-time favorite sandwich is a Reuben. I love a good.
Okay. I was gonna say the Reuben has to be an honorable mention at least.
A
No,
pastrami
don't
Reuben.
honorable mention Reuben. The Reuben is king under the Italian combo.
So we're gonna expand this Mount Rushmore sandwich. It's bigger than 4.
All right.
Well, it's Marlon's Mount Rushmore. It's
That's
Marlon's
true.
Mount
That's true.
Rushmore.
So Marlon has made his picks. I would definitely do the Reuben and the buffalo chicken sandwich because that's what I order all the time.
Fucking Reubens, man.
But it's got to be like the correct way to make a buffalo chicken sub. Like, yes, you bread, batter, fry the chicken tenders, and then you have to dunk them in a giant like jar of like red hot sauce with a Frank's base,
Gentlemen,
some butter, some pepper.
Has anyone ever been to Cat's Deli in New York City except for me?
Yes, I have.
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, I have, but not the right one.
Pete, you would know.
Okay.
You would know. You would know. You haven't. You would
Is this
know.
like the holy like?
They cook pastrami all day. They make a fresh pastrami Reuben that's about that big.
Oh my god!
And it's just ridiculous.
Can't eat it.
That's where
eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
Have a sandwich.
When I was down in Jersey for the office convention, they had a Cat's Diner, not affiliated with Cat's Deli, but they had a pretty good pastrami sandwich there, but not as good as Cat's Deli. But it was still it was worth a trip.
Mother of God.
Just saying.
Amazing.
All right, any other sandwiches that we can think of that might deserve to be on
We
there?
said meatball. I like a meatball sometimes.
Meatball.
Yeah. Grilled cheese. I think if you're going to put PB&J in there, I think you got to put the grilled cheese in there.
There's a deli in Brooklyn that makes an Italian ice cream cone. You guys know what an Italian ice cream cone is?
Explain it. I might know.
No, they take a piece of Italian bread, like a good Italian bread. They hollow it out. They take all the bread out of it.
Huh.
They just fill the whole thing with meatball.
Okay.
And then they put Parmesan on the top for the sprinkles, and they serve it vertical. So it's an Italian ice cream cone.
Huh. Interesting.
How long of an Italian roll is this? Is this like
it's pretty big.
I was going to say
maybe they cut it in half.
Yeah.
It makes more sense 6 inches, but yeah.
I don't think this deserves to be in the sandwich of Mount Rushmore of sandwiches, but I do think this needs to be somewhere in the experimental category. I once made a sandwich out of lasagna, and it was totally worth it.
All right,
you did.
So they took a giant slice of lasagna, and there were 2 big slabs of bread. I was like, "Let's do this."
You didn't use bread, Pete. You didn't use bread.
What did I use?
Did you use lasagna?
You used chicken patties.
I did.
I was there.
Oh my god!
You used chicken patties.
That sounds like something I would do. Okay.
You did.
It does sound like something you would do.
Can't sleep on the breakfast sandwich either. The breakfast sandwich.
All right,
thank you, Marlon. I was going to say that one too.
After the lasagna sandwich,
yep.
Pete, we got to move on.
All right, fine.
Lasagna sandwich.
But I do second the great egg breakfast sandwiches.
You do a whole episode on sandwiches.
Can we just make this a sandwich episode now? All right.
We're at 6 minutes. You guys, we're so fucking bad at this.
We just talked about sandwiches, though. It's an amazing topic.
It's true.
All right, next question. Okay. So the next question is, what is your go-to midnight snack? Oh, this is the food episode. I love
sandwiches.
Food episode.
Yes, PB&J would
sandwiches.
be it. The PB&J would be it. It would be a good midnight snack. The PB&J.
I got to go with the bowl of cereal there.
I think that's a little too hearty for me or Rich on a for a midnight snack. Although I mean, PB&J in my college days, I did have cold pizza.
Supposedly, good organic peanut butter is incredible for your metabolism to eat as the last thing.
Guys, I have terrible news.
What?
I have terrible news. The Denny's on Wolf Road is no more.
Oh,
you've said this.
I think we did, but still, to Denny's.
To
the Denny's on Wolf Road. That was an amazing.
One out last time we did.
It's more though. They literally ripped off the front of the building. It's not even a building.
So now it's like dead.
It's not even a building.
It's good. There's not a chance.
There was this 24-hour Denny's we used to go to in college all the time, and it was amazing.
And Mark
Moves over Miami.
Mark and I saw
Dagwood.
Yep. Mark and I swear we saw a UFO flying over our heads on the way back to Troy.
It's true.
You remember that?
Was it back to Troy?
Yeah, it was on the way back to Troy. It was a green streak that went through the sky, but it started
at the green screen.
It was a dead stop. It was a green dot that was sitting there and then suddenly turned 90 degrees and accelerated rapidly in the other direction.
Sure, it wasn't a laser pointer. Was somebody in your back seat?
No, that was way too bright and too much. No, it was just us. And we looked at each other and we said, "Holy fuck! Did you just see that?"
We both saw it. Yeah, we both saw it.
Like a shooting star. I've seen shooting stars.
It was real.
It wasn't
it happened.
That. It was something different.
It was real. It happened.
Okay. Anyway.
What was the question again?
Midnight snack. So Marlon said PB&J. I've vouched for a bowl of cereal. Bowl of ice cream, guys. Anybody? That's a great one.
A bowl of ice cream?
Yes.
Don't
have acid.
I try not to do this anymore, but I have a real bad chip problem. Real bad.
Chips.
Love chips. Love chips. Pretty much every flavor of Doritos. Sometimes I mix them.
All right.
Ooh.
Doritos are the best.
I mean, that's a great like
Doritos are the best.
late night movies or sports game, like those doubleheader Monday Night Football weeks. Gotta get some chips and beer out there for that.
And like, I also dig a good dip. I'll do a French onion dip and just a plain chip. But chips make me fat, so I have stopped eating
so
chips.
hungry now.
Because chips definitely make me fat.
I'm getting so hungry. We're just doing this episode. It's amazing.
I'm so hungry. All right, come on. Let's go.
Final
More.
question.
More.
All right. If you could have one for the rest of your life, what ice cream flavor would you choose? This really is the food episode. This is amazing.
The food episode.
We can rapid fire this one and then go on to another one if you want. It's real quick, guys.
I'm a big lover of cookie dough.
Oh yeah,
That one's hard to beat.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Pretty much whatever peanut butter flavor is at the ice cream place.
Mm. Could I take the one that I just had that had like brownies and peanut butter swirls with cookie dough? Because that was pretty nuts.
Yeah, you can add whatever you want to cookie dough.
All right. I do got to give a shout out to Brouhaha from Stewart's. It's coffee with like coffee flavored ice cream with like these really nice dark chocolate chunks. It's real. It seems so simple, but it's so good.
I do peanut butter pandemonium at Stewart's, which is
That's a good
peanut
one.
butter and caramel.
Yep. Fantastic. Mint chip.
There is actual pandemonium.
Pandemonium
Stewart's
in
not
your
a sponsor. Not a sponsor, but you could be.
I think though it's hard to beat cookie dough though. That's such a classic. At this point.
Cookie dough is a boss.
All right, let's do one more. Let's see if we can get something a little more interesting here.
Oh, John, I'm scared.
Ooh, here we go. Okay, different
You
topic.
should be.
What is your favorite board game or video game?
I mean, our game. I'm going old school. I'm an old school kind of guy, and Candyland.
Candyland.
That's the shit right there. Candyland's phenomenal.
I don't think I
Yeah,
ever
that-
had Candyland as a
that.
kid. So what was that one like?
Oh, you missed it, man. It's basically going around the gumdrop land or some shit like that. And
Yeah.
just collecting shit. Yeah, it's a fun little game.
Do you have
It's
like
an
a
easy game to play as a kid.
Okay.
But it's a
Yeah.
goodie and a classic.
Video games. I'm not a big video gamer. I haven't played really video games till like I was in high school or middle school.
Is there like an old one that you
what I
loved
did
when you were a
play-
kid?
Twisted Metal was my game.
Oh,
Twisted Metal,
PlayStation
I
1.
absolutely
Okay, yeah, that's a classic. Yeah.
Good one. That was my favorite.
Have you watched the Twisted Metal show with Anthony Mackie?
Yeah, I watched whole series.
Really?
So I thought it was
Nice.
great. I thought
Is it
was
good? Is it good?
I thought they really did good.
I-
The only thing I like was Minion. Other than that, everything has been good.
I actually
Listen,
think
good is a little bit relevant. It is fun. It's fun. It's stupid,
Yeah.
but it's
Oh,
fun.
no.
It's a very fun episode. You kind of know what's going to happen. But it's there. They got a wrestler on the show, Samoa Joe. He does a good speech.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think that's a great premise, honestly, for a video game IP to adapt to a show because it's like, what is the plot? It's a bunch of crazy psychos trying to kill each other in vehicles. You could make something kind of cool out of that.
Stephanie Beatrix is in it now, who I love.
Yeah.
Matt Jones just went
Brooklyn
down, so
Nine-Nine.
they're into a third string quarterback.
9-9.
I just saw that he's holding.
Really?
Was it his ankle or
What
knee
the
that he was
fuck?
holding?
It looks like he's holding his knee or his calf.
Mark and I are not watching
will
football
go on.
I
yet.
think it got
Third string
stepped
quarterback.
on
Oh,
by
I'm watching
somebody's knee.
football.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I don't even
Cameron
see what
hurt himself
happened.
again.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it looks like he's
Oh, no.
calf.
calf must have pulled a calf
His
maybe when he
calf.
went down. Oh, those
Sure,
those
yeah.
can linger though. Those take a couple weeks.
Who is your third
Oh,
string
okay.
quarterback?
Look at he landed on it. Look.
Oh no, it's Mac. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, damn it!
I was surprised
Marlon,
Mac was
who-
back.
My dream of the
Marlon,
Mac
who was your third
Jones
string
era
quarterback?
taking the 49ers places far was is now shattered.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I don't know.
Isaac
I mean,
Orlando.
it's still a stinger. We'll see.
All right.
Oh, fuck.
We'll
This
keep
sucks.
we'll keep an eye on this, guys. But I got to give a shout out. I mean, the classic Final Fantasies, like the Super Nintendo era, those are the shit for me. 4 and 6 were my jam. Pretty much anything that the SquareSoft did in the 90s when they were still SquareSoft. Half-Life 2 for PC, that was an incredible video game. PlayStation 1, there were just so many good ones.
Mark, his name is Adrian Martinez, and he's 25.
I'm not kidding you.
The most
Yeah,
hours
coming
I'd
back.
ever played a video game was probably the Diablo series, if you add them up. But Diablo 1, PlayStation 1, if we're going back to the Twisted Metal era there, that's where it all started for me. My brother and I used to play that 2-player on PlayStation 1.
I think Half-Life 2 is probably most invested I was at the moment. I mean, it's not the best game I've ever played, but it's 25 years old, right?
I think it's one of the. I think it still holds up. That's an incredible game.
And in that genre, I think the best one of those games I've ever played are the Portal games. I love the Portal games. I will play the Portal games literally forever.
Have you ever played those, Marlon? It's like it's such a cool. It's total mindfuck with your brain. It's like it's literally a puzzle game that's a video game first person, and you shoot portals. You shoot one to go where you're going, and then another one can be in a completely different place, and that's like you go through the one that you shot first, and then you come out the other one that you shot. And you can like change those around, and you have to solve a ton of puzzles with those two portals.
It's a physics game because what you're doing is you're playing with momentum. Yeah, you're doing like infinite portals. It's like, they're making two paces in space time be the same. That's like the pseudoscience,
right?
And
like,
so you go out one door and you come out another, and the doors can literally be anywhere.
Yeah, and you have no guns, you have no weapons, but what you could do is say there's like a laser beam that's going to kill you, right? If you walk around the corner. So instead, you like quickly run around the corner, put a portal underneath first put a portal on the ceiling over like a vat of molten lava, and then put a portal underneath the laser. The laser falls down through the portal, comes out through the ceiling, and falls into the molten lava. So that's how you would solve that problem.
And generally, the laser robots have funny voices, so they go, "Oh,
oh yeah, yeah." When you knock them over. Yeah, if you've never played those are incredible, and you can play those on just about anything now. Like any handheld, you can play them on PC. I bet the consoles can play them, but those, and they're short, a couple hours for the first Portal game, like 6-7 hours maybe total.
That's not bad. Then.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, and the levels are short, so you go by level, and then that's it. You save your game at each level.
They made a full playable game with a story and a backstory, and with the second one.
The second one's bigger, but the first one is a great intro to that.
There's a co-op game attached to it, so then there's 4 portals. Anyway, we should move on.
Yeah. That was fun.
Download.
It's definitely worth a look.
All right, Pete. And now we're going to hand things off to you for...
Oh, yes. Wait, have I had reverb on the entire time?
No.
Okay, thank God.
We would have told you.
Okay. Here we go. There it is. Mighty Morphin Power Rankings! I was using the wrong thing, but that's okay. All right, so guys, I really wish we could just have like generic football, like good, like official football music in the background for this. It needs it. I got to find something. So I'll start with my little blurb here at the top. Yeah, there's that. It's so loud. Okay.
It is loud.
All right, so here's my spiel, guys, for this week's Power Rankings. This is going into week 5. We're not counting what events are transpiring in the current Thursday night game as we're recording, so this is all just through week 4. The Eagles stay at the top, probably till they lose. They just seem like that inevitable giant that's just like, you will lose to us, and there's nothing you can do about it. We don't even have to throw the ball in the second half.
You know what's been really weird on all of the shows this week is everyone is panicking that the Eagles' offense looks terrible, but then they also remind themselves like, oh wait, they've won 20 of their last 21 games,
and they're not even trying. Yeah,
I think they're trying a little bit.
Anyway, a little bit, sorry. Enough to win each week. So. Moving on, the rumors of Stafford's broken back were apparently greatly exaggerated because the Rams look freaking awesome, and Puka Nacua is the best wide receiver in the NFL right now.
Except for tonight, and also he's
through week 4.
Not because actually Jackson Smith and Jigba which is wild to me.
Wait, he overtook him? Because through week 4, I thought Nacua had the most yards per reception, and the most catches.
Yeah, I think I read about that.
Yeah, through week 4. And Jigma had a hot start, but I think he was quiet last week. So the Bills' D looked embarrassing even in a 2-digit score win. As John was saying, stop playing with your food, Buffalo.
Oh my God, Jesus! They're doing it every week now.
They really are. Like they are quietly decimated in the middle with their defense. They're already not the greatest at linebacker, and they're injured quite a bit there. They have a safety problem, like the whole middle. Like on all 3 levels, and Oliver is still injured, so
which makes this weekend's game very interesting.
It does. Yes, I'm sure we will talk about that. It's going to be a
But
fun one.
they're wearing the rivalry uniform.
They are,
so it's
yes, it's going to look amazing that the game will, because I like the Patriots and Bills rivalry.
I heard they requested the fans wear white so they can do like a total whiteout, which I really dig.
Yeah, I'm feeling that. So the freaking Chiefs, stop it, please. Just stop it. I had to bump them all the way up
right
to
over
5.
the Lions. The Lions jumped 4.
I did. Yeah. Sorry, the Lions are back, baby. They look incredible. I did miss that in my blurb. I'm so sorry, Lions. Detroit, you look amazing.
For the Lions 3.
I have them 4. I have so Eagles 1, Rams 2, Bills 3, Lions 4.
That's wrong.
Well, it's wrong tonight. The Rams looked unstoppable through 4 weeks.
Except for when they were stopped.
I don't know.
Go on, Pete. Go on.
You know what?
Chiefs at 5.
That's why Detroit's rising rapidly, though. I have a feeling after this week, this is going to change. Like I said, through week 4. Chiefs, okay. I can't keep them out of the top 5 anymore until like ever, because apparently they were just like, oh, we were just messing with you guys. We're actually still awesome.
But they were against the Ravens. They're an awful defense.
Yeah, so we'll get to that.
The thing you should be scared of about the Chiefs, they got Worthy back, and they got better. And Rashi approaches.
Rashi's coming in 2 more weeks, I think, 2 or 3 more weeks.
So if they get Rashi back,
yeah, that offense could be scary again. Even
Pacheco's running angry again. I mean, Pacheco is back.
I wouldn't say he's back. Their leading rusher is still like,
he's not quite back.
No,
he's not quite back.
But
I think Hunt's still the go-to.
They fucking took Schlitter out.
Yeah, Hunt's been doing more than Pacheco so far. I agree. All right, so 6, Green Bay Packers. The tie is not very inspiring. Everybody loses when they tie. And their defense is not as impenetrable as I thought it would be at this point.
They should have gone down more.
I wanted to, but...
They tied the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Where are the Cowboys on your list?
Literally, Pete, I need them under the Broncos. I need them under the Broncos.
I think they're too talented. I still think they have too much.
The Chargers and the Broncos, the Bucks, the Seahawks, the Chargers, and the Broncos are better than them right now.
This week they were, but I still think overall, I don't want to make giant moves with teams that I feel like on paper should be great, unless there's some huge injury.
40 points against a CeeDee Lamb-less Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, it is a little rough. Well, we'll see if it starts becoming a repeating thing, they're going to drop faster and faster.
Turpin and Javonte Williams.
All right.
And Javonte Williams is back all the way.
The Bucks, I'm holding steady at 7. They're just doing what they're doing. The Seahawks, though, big jump. Welcome to the top 10, Seattle. You're in 8th.
They look great.
They've looked very, very good.
Sam Darnold is a good quarterback.
Yeah, he decided to no longer give any shits, and he just plays great now.
Apparently, that's thanks to your team, Mr. Marlon.
Maybe
that
Pete
one
Carroll's
year he was the backup.
Who they lose to though? Who they lost come from? Niners.
Oh, that was close. Right, didn't that come down to like the final play or something? It was like a tight game.
In Seattle.
In Seattle.
Okay.
Seattle, by the way, also probably the best defense so far.
I'd say them or Denver. No. Denver's defense looks really, really good.
I wouldn't say Denver either.
No?
Seattle's up there, though.
Okay.
Seattle's up there.
Chargers, they lost 3 points. I probably could have dropped them further just with the losing 2 tackles. That's pretty damning. That's awful. We've already seen Herbert is not great without a great line. He just does not have the escapability and improvisation that somebody like a Mahomes, Allen, or Lamar has.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, what went on with the Chargers last week?
Oh, I don't know. I think we're going to talk about that a little later.
We'll get there. And yeah, it's by a team that jumped up pretty good and would have jumped up a lot further if they didn't lose somebody very important. Okay.
Fuck it, we don't even need him. He's a prick.
We'll see. All right. So, here, let me just read the rest of my spiel so that we can stop being disorganized here. I'm all over the place tonight. All right. So big shakeups this week. Seahawks, as we said. Colts still moving up quickly. They look really good. And hello.
Even though they lost?
Though they lost.
They lost to the Rams, who I think are very, 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 very good, as you see. So I still think it's my way of saying they were too low last week. But I didn't want to jump them like 12 points in 12 spots in 1 week.
Do you think the Danny Dimes era continues? It can't, right?
I don't think it's as sustainable, and that's why they're like asymptoting up to the top 10. And they're not quite getting there.
I think they could be sustainable. They protect him very well.
They do, and Taylor has got an incredible rebound this year as well as a running back.
But it's okay.
Yep. And Jaguars, big risers.
If Jonathan Taylor continues to be Jonathan Taylor, they will be good. But I think that we already know that Daniel Jones can play okay football with a really good running back.
Yep. So they're sitting at 11. The Jaguars, I jumped up 7 points to go up to 15th, or 7 spots.
Not mad at that.
No, I think they deserve it. They're 3-1.
Spectacular.
They're 3-1. Their defense is great.
They might have the best defense in the league.
Yep. And they have incredible skill position wide receivers with Brian Thomas Jr.
They're not really using.
No, but they have them there.
Did you guys
finally realize that Travis Etienne can run the ball?
Did you guys see where the entire Houston Texans offensive line blocked one guy while CJ Stroud got sacked?
Yeah,
Did you see that?
That was pretty sad.
That was great, wasn't it?
That was
what
pretty
is wrong
sad.
with the Texans?
I don't know.
I think 2 guys blocked each other.
Yeah. I didn't want to move him from where I have him because I don't know what to do with him.
I don't know, man. It might be time.
It's close. Yeah. If they do that again, then they're in trouble. So, I have some big drops though. So, let's see here. Chargers, Commanders, 49ers, Bengals, and the Ravens, yikes, are decimated with
Ravens.
Yep, are decimated with injuries, which push them all down the ranks for now. So, Marlon, you can defend your case, but I had to drop your Niners 5 slots this time down to 20th, just because you lose Bosa and you lose your Purdy, and you got a couple other injuries going on. It's
a couple,
a lot.
Jennings,
yeah,
but we're still 3-1.
And that's why
they're still 3-1.
Yeah,
last week was their first loss.
Didn't Purdy come back and then didn't start again? Is Purdy still broken? I thought he was back last week.
He did come back, but he was still with the turf toe ailment. And then he's out again this week with the turf toe, so he should have came back last week. And then Mac Jones stepped up. Who the fucking would have thought? Fucking Mac fucking Jones.
We did on the show.
Yeah, so we had about that. We had a crazy scenario
Mac Jones era.
that Mac Jones would suddenly become a starting quarterback and rock their season. So I had to play that whole scenario out on the Niners. It was pretty fun.
Mac's still playing.
He's out there again.
Crazy. Yeah, he's come back in. Yeah.
Tough dude. All right, so oh yeah, damn, somebody got hammered there. But all right, so let's keep going here, guys. Ravens, what the hell happened? They're just Lamar's out a couple weeks. They're losing guys left and right. Likely still not back in the lineup. It's looking rough. Marlon Humphrey. What would you say, Marlon?
The defense has been atrocious.
Yeah, very uncharacteristically Baltimore.
That's not Baltimore. Baltimore is
no.
They know for their defense,
Yeah.
And that,
for decades, yeah. I don't know what's going on over there, but I dropped him 9 spots all the way down to 12. I just they were.
I don't think that's wrong.
No, not until they get their shit together.
That's wrong either. You know what's really weird though? They're still the odds-on favorite to win the AFC North.
Really?
Pittsburgh doesn't seem much of a threat. I still have them sitting at 19. So even dropping 9 spots, I still have the Ravens 7 slots ahead of Pittsburgh.
You should have lifted them, I think. You should have lifted them.
Pete,
I feel like you were lazy for 16 through 19.
I was. I didn't know what to do with any of those 4 because they were uninspiring. Win or loss, I was just like.
I think the Falcons are kind of inspiring. I think Houston's too high. I think the Falcons are too low. I think the Bears are
Falcons did well this week, but they did bad last week, and I didn't drop them enough for that. So.
I think the Cowboys need to go down further. I think the Patriots need to go up higher.
And the Cowboys definitely need to go down further.
I think the Cowboys are bad.
Cardinals should be up a little higher.
I don't know. Kyler Murray's been a suspect this year. I don't know what's going on with him.
He's suspect every year.
Yeah. But who would you put them?
Marvin Harrison not on the same play though.
I don't know what's wrong. Something's going on with Marvin Harrison because he's just like oh, we're playing a football game right now.
He's a little shell shocked in the NFL his first 2 years.
Yeah.
Whereas
he doesn't seem to be that good at football.
Yeah, Neighbors, Adunze, and Brian Thomas Jr. from that class have all soared, and McConkey even had a really good rookie season. He's not doing as much now, but still, you got receivers 2 through 5 are all killing it, and the number 1 guy is kind of lost. Interesting to follow. That's why, like, the Cardinals, they just don't inspire me right now. I don't think they have the offensive firepower to go ahead of those other teams that are above them.
They also just lost RB1 and RB2.
Yeah, right. Their running back stable is destroyed.
RB2 for 4 weeks at least.
Yep, that pissed me off in my fantasy team because I had their backup in a slot, and then all of a sudden he's out. So, last on the list here, let's see. The Dart story. As amazing as it was, it gets muddled with losing Neighbors for the season. So I raised them up 5 points because, hey, quarterback play. It's amazing. But it would have been more if Neighbors wasn't hurt.
And Cam fucking Scattaboo, which we will talk about.
Oh, yes. The human freaking battering ram. He's amazing.
Is Cam Scattaboo the most exciting story out of the 202025 rookie class? Because he might be.
He has a... I don't know. I think he has a spot for Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I think he does too.
Mark, he will literally ram himself through every wall that it takes to get there.
This kid not only has great offensive stats, because he does, he is an incredible pass blocker. He's literally the guy in Waterboy.
How can you talk about an exciting story and he's a great pass blocker?
No, and I'm not the boring pass blocking. He's blowing up guys twice his size.
We got to move on. We're going to talk about the Giants later, okay?
No, we're going to talk about the Giants forever.
Teaser for later, guys. All right. So lastly, guys, kudos to the Saints. You played hard and got out of the bottom. They're no longer the worst team. Yay.
I love, though, so why are the Jets better than the Dolphins when the Dolphins just beat the Jets? Is it because they lost Tyreek?
Yeah. Yep.
And because Justin Fields looks good.
Because the Jets, I feel like, at least are trying. The Dolphins really do not give a fuck right now.
He does look that good, by the way.
He didn't last week.
Let's see. Garrett Wilson is the number 7 wide receiver by stats in the league. I just looked it up.
Yeah. The Dolphins, like, Waddle is not the same without Tyreek Hill.
The thing I said is the thing, right? I mean, the thing I said. Garrett Wilson and Justin Fields know how to play football. They know how to play football together.
They like playing football together.
Yeah, Tua's regressed like 4 years in a row here from his peak, or 2 years in a row from 3 years in a row, whatever it is.
All
from
right,
his
final
peak
thoughts,
22. Guys, yeah, I got lazy in the middle here, and we had some big movers this week. This was probably the hardest week for me to do. I struggled with where to put a lot of these teams, and that's probably why I didn't move a bunch, because I kind of gave up. I'm like, I don't know. There's so many injuries right now. There are so many temporary kind of spots for these teams, placeholders, and you have teams that we did not expect to be good that are doing great. So it's exciting for sure. I'm curious to see where this goes.
By the way, I think the Bengals are really high. The Bengals need to be in that bottom 4 or 5.
Yeah, I've been moving them down bit by bit. If they lose,
no, Jake Browning is a piece of shit. He's just not good at football.
Yeah, if he has one more bad game, then they're going into the bottom 5.
He's fine. Sure. He's just faced some good defenses.
We'll see.
You know, Pete had a chance to beat me in fantasy this week, and he didn't.
That was close.
Because the Browns scored 3 points.
I know. It's pissed me off.
Because the Browns scored 3 points.
Ugh.
I mean,
all right, come on, final thoughts.
That was
you already did that.
That was my final thoughts. We're good. We can move on.
Okay. We would like to thank one of this week's fake sponsors, Hush Rush. Noise canceling curtains that silence the world in one pull. Hush Rush. Peace at the pull of a string. All right, everyone, shall we kick off this shindig?
Hell yeah.
All right, so our next topic songs will be songs from 1994. Ooh, baby, it's the first topic. Every day, yeah. I want to tell you it's first topic. Every day, yeah.
That is a good song, Mark, but there were about 150 songs I would have thought of first.
I know. The one from Big Mountain is the one that came out from 1994.
All right.
Okay. So for the last 2 seasons, Marlins 49ers have been subject to multiple injuries to its superstar players, but they also signed them to big contracts. With this philosophy, the Niners have the 3rd oldest roster, according to sportscasting.com, that looked at the average age of each team's starters. Now, these players include Brock Purdy, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Fred Warner, and Christian McCaffrey, who all signed big contract extensions and spent time on IR in the last 2 years. In fact, the game that is currently going on as we speak, the Niners offense is missing its starting quarterback and top 4 pass catchers, yet somehow they are still winning. Now,
There.
the latest season injury may be the worst, as Nick Bosa now has a torn ACL, and their defense looks vulnerable, although not tonight. So, everyone, does the lack of depth behind Nick Bosa expose the 49ers and their over-reliance on veteran players, and is their division too tough for them to win?
Marlon, you got first.
I
crack.
think right now it's too early to say on this.
Yeah, only 4 weeks.
Deal with our injuries, but the good bad thing about it is we've been here before. Every
You
single
have
year
been
for the last
so
2 or
many
3 years,
times.
Yep.
we know how to pull through for some reason. Last
How
year
did
was
Brock
probably
Purdy become the starting QB? Does everyone else
exactly
go?
an injury?
That's
last
true,
year
yeah.
was probably the anomaly of which just everything just came apart. Debo out, Ayuk out, CMC out for the year. Purdy goes out for the last 4 games, 5 games, whatever it was. And we still managed to have a decent record in that tough NFC West division, and that's probably one of the toughest divisions in football right now.
It's by far the best division this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been a top one. It's always been up there, but there's
Damn
some
it, John.
tough divisions out there. But it's just, I think with everything that's going on, I think it's too early to say. We're sitting at 3-1.
It's
Winner right now, we're up by 6, and
it's incredible to
we'll
me that
see
they're
what
3-1, Marlon. And
Yeah,
I know.
I think
Yeah.
the thing that we know about the Niners is that Kyle Shanahan's a good coach. I mean, they're a really well coached organization. And even losing Nick Bosa, guys like D. Winters have just shown up, right? And blown up defenses for 3 weeks, right? He played every down last week and more than 3 assists, more than 3 tackles every week.
Yep.
And guys like in
well
well-coached schemes, guys fill in space, right? Because you have good plays and you have good setup. Yeah, I mean, it's just all kind of works, and it doesn't matter who the staff is.
As Salah coming back helped our team tremendously. Thank you, Jess, for
definitely.
letting him go and coming back. We appreciate that. Salah was the person missing, and that's really all it was to it. Salah was missing from our team, and then that's it. So him coming back, it changed our whole dynamic. Our defensive scheme is completely different. We're blitzing, but we're not blitzing as much using our front four. We're relying on our front floor. And
what's wild about this game,
Mhm.
this current game right now, Kendrick Bourne has 100 yards.
yeah, would have thought that.
Yeah,
Who
that was,
fucking
that was
had
pretty
no one
impressive. Yeah.
And they have no one else. But Mac Jones is throwing to him. Mac Jones is throwing a wide receiver of 7,
Yeah, pretty much.
and he has 100 yards.
Yep.
The
I
back
mean,
quarterback
right?
threw to a wide receiver 7. It has over 100 yards. I mean, it's crazy.
I got a question for you all about this.
Sure, you have probably the best skill player of the decade on your team, right? Christian McCaffrey is a freak of nature.
And that's what I was going to get to. Do you think this
Christian
resurgence
McCaffrey, by
he's
the
having
way-
is this sustainable for the whole season? Do you think he's going to last?
As a Niners fan, every time he runs the ball, kind of like Miami, when Tua goes out of the pocket, you get that knot in your stomach. You're like, oh shit, here we go. Every time he gets tackled, you're like,
Yeah.
fuck. And when he gets up, you're like, oh, thank God. That's how
Right.
I'm shocked.
Exactly.
I was so excited for them picking
I
up
feel
Brian
that.
Robinson Jr. because I really think Brian Robinson Jr. is a good running back, and I was excited for that for them. But they don't seem to. They're doing it a little bit tonight, but I don't think they seem to be platooning him enough. Like they're still just bell cowing Christian McCaffrey, and he's going to die again because that's what happens.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's an issue. I mean, while the Niners do have great coaching and whatnot, like I mean, they rely on older players, McCaffrey, Werner. The both of them are oh, excuse me, jeez, my brain got stuck for a minute there. I mean, they're on the older side. While they're phenomenal players, who's really behind them right now? I mean, Brian Robinson, yeah, he's okay. He's no CMC though. And then I don't even know who's behind Fred Warner. If Fred Warner happens to go away, then that San Francisco defense is sunk.
Yes. And not to mention losing Funga was a huge loss. Our secondary.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing though. Like Sigil has 8 tackles tonight.
Oh no, I'm not saying. I'm just saying this in general. Like it still hurt. Like if we still had him, I mean, our defense is completely different.
Yeah,
but
you would scheme differently.
What
about Dre Greenlaw? Do you miss him?
I do miss Greenlaw. He was good in the middle.
Armstead
Fred Warner went down. He stepped up big time. Eric Armstead was kind of. You kind of forgot he was there. You know, if that makes any sense. Like he would.
Well,
he
Bosa
would
was
come
getting
up
all the
of a sudden-
headlines.
Yeah, but all of a sudden, like he'd be irrelevant for a couple games. All of a sudden, a big sack comes up, and there it is, Armstead. You're like, oh fuck, that's right, I forgot he was there. But he was such a hard player.
I forget what team.
And
I
then,
mean,
like-
is he on the Seahawks now? He got a lot of money for.
He was on
Jacksonville, that's
Jacksonville,
right,
and he made one of the last plays of the game. He was the
That's
last
right.
tackle.
That's right. They made a big deal about that.
Motherfucker.
That's right.
That motherfucker.
So are we? So Marlon, are we worried about the long-term extent of the 49ers, or we're okay?
I mean, what we have, our receiving core is still fairly young. We still have Kittle at the tight end. Our biggest weakness is going to be the running back position with CMC. And then we have to go see where Brock Purdy is. He's got a big contract, and we'll see if he's still hungry.
Yeah.
Now you go from Mr. Irrelevant to
Yeah.
$268 million. It changes the kind of player you are. Will he stay hungry and be that gritty person that we need him to be? Or is, as we see right now, is Mac Jones going to be the guy who comes out of an injury and takes over the team and says, hey, you gave me the ball and I'm not giving it back?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that was my scenario for sure for the Niners. But yes, I mean, right. It's the exact same thing that Purdy did, like you mentioned a couple of years ago, right? That was supposed to be Trey Lance, the whole big thing with him being drafted, and Purdy came out of nowhere. Does that speak though as much to? I mean,
Trey Lance.
I know. Yeah, you remember that?
Horrible.
So
Horrible.
he
I don't even know what team he's on anymore.
I don't know, but I think
He's
Purdy.
on Dallas.
Purdy's the type of quarterback that just thrives with a good system coach. I don't know how good he would be on another team, but with the mind of Shanahan behind him, he's brilliant because he can follow and do exactly what he needs to do and what he's told, and like within the structure of that system offense, and it works. They outsmart opponents.
And literally anyone could play quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. And
Almost.
they're proving it again.
I think you got to have a good head up there. Like Purdy is very good at decision making. We've seen
He doesn't make a lot of mistakes. He just doesn't make a lot of mistakes.
He doesn't mess up. He's good at reading defense now. Like he's getting there. He may not have the physical talent that some of these other QBs have, but he does have quick brain, and that in the right system that could be everything.
He's not the guy who takes the game on his back, but he has Christian McCaffrey. He doesn't need to be.
Right. No, he's the distributor.
Not.
Right.
He's definitely distributing. He's made some stupid mistakes. He's thrown the ball where he shouldn't have been. You know, he got this thing I can say is like sometimes he like reminds you of Brett Favre. He throws that pass like
Oh yeah.
I risk, I reward kind of thing.
Yep.
Where you saw that back when he was with was it Iowa State? Iowa State. He was like that. He was like that there too, a gunslinger.
Mhm.
But Shanahan, I think, his system has kind of calmed him down a little bit. What he does and how he reads the offense, reads the defenses, and then like I said, like you have actually Debo, Ayuk, Jennings coming out of nowhere. You know, in the backfield, and of course you have Kittle at tight end. I mean, you really can't go wrong with that receiving tight end core in that backfield. So we'll see how this year goes because this is a completely different offense. And then getting Ayuk back, getting Jennings back, getting Kittle back, just to get our offense to where it needs to be. We'll see what happens because it's easy. They come
Just
back.
gotta hang on.
Yeah, hang on. Losing Bosa is really rough, though. I heard somebody joke that with how good Joey Bosa has looked for the Bills, they're saying that he stole his brother's powers for this season. I kind of believe it.
Probably did.
It's like Joey's never bull rushed defenders like this, so he must have stolen Nick's powers.
We're over time, and that's a great
Way
ending,
over
so
time,
let's
guys.
just-
We're way over time.
All right. It was fun though. No, it's nice, nice fun to get a perspective.
Pete, we're
of the
done.
Niners.
Pete, we're done.
All right,
Shut the fuck up.
go.
Shut the fuck up.
And everything looks so complete when you're walking down on the street, and the wind it catches your feet and sets you flying, crying. Ooh, wee. Next topic is calling.
So Mark started with a football question, so we're just going to get right to it.
We have my 4 questions or football questions. I didn't really do that intentionally.
Well,
but
fuck it. I didn't do a football question, so I'm going to ask my football question.
Okay.
It finally happened, you guys. It finally happened. The Jaxon Dart era has begun. Cautiously. So, After an impressive performance against a formidable defense, which included a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown, Dart seemed to be poised to start his career in the NFL. So the former Ole Miss standout became the second QB since 2000 to have a stat line like that, since Tim Tebow did it with the Broncos in 2010, and the first rookie to beat an undefeated team since Phil Simms did it in 1979.
Oof.
So the thing we got to talk about, though, with the Malik Neighbors injury also in that game, do we think Dart can continue to be successful? And what are some of the things he did right? And what are some of the things he did wrong?
First of all, I love how you have Tim Tebow and Phil Simms in the same sentence. I don't think I've
Listen,
ever heard
man,
that.
that's
that
the
ever
way
happened?
the stats broke down, motherfucker.
That's an
It's the way
interesting.
it broke down.
That's a fascinating one.
You have a Hall of Fame quarterback, a Super Bowl winning Hall of Fame quarterback,
and Tim Tebow.
Tebow.
That's a good.
Everybody thought Tim Tebow was going to be the shit, but I think it's pertinent.
Nobody thought he was going to
because-
be the shit.
Guys, no, that is the
but-
perfect trivia night question. Like you go to a bar and it's like, hey, there are these two quarterbacks that beat undefeated teams before Jaxon Dart. One of them was Phil Simms. Who was the other one?
Tim Tebow didn't do it. Jaxon Dart is the second one. Tim Tebow had a passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown. in his
Oh,
first
okay.
game.
All right, I'm sorry. Yes.
So, and I brought it up because it's relevant. Because really, at this point, all the hope that I feel, I'm not an idiot, and I know that it's either gonna be Tim Tebow or Phil Simms, right? It's gonna be one or
What's it
the
gonna
other.
be?
And the question
I
is,
don't think it's going to be one or the other. I think he's going to be somewhere in the middle, and he's probably going to be more towards one than the other. Listen, I know a lot of the experts said it was an awful time to put Jaxon Dart out in the Chargers. But John, I told you this. It's like I felt like this was a no-lose situation for the Giants. So
Right.
Jaxon Dart could have sucked against the Chargers. You know what? The Chargers have a really good defense. Or he could have done what he did last week and beat them. So, and would putting Russell Wilson out there for one more week and potentially dying out there, would that really have benefited the Giants at all? No.
I don't think Russ wins that game.
Russ does not win that game.
No, hell no.
No, I don't think he does.
No.
He doesn't.
He just
Because
Russ has lost the ability to
things-
inspire a team. And
listen,
Dart
the things that
gave him
Dart
the juice and
that,
energy
that
they
Dart
needed.
did. I mean, like the play where he bounces off the defensive lineman and he goes the other direction and he went far.
Right.
The first touchdown, that's not a Russ touchdown. The passing touchdown, the shuttle pass to Theo Johnson, that's not a touchdown for Russell Wilson. He doesn't make that touchdown. So I mean, he did a lot of things that I thought were great. He made a lot of rookie mistakes. He took some sacks where he wasn't supposed to. He shouldn't have. But I mean, that just happens. That shit just happens.
Yeah.
So
Reps.
I'm incredibly excited. He needs to be press trained a little more. He's very bad in front of a microphone, but he'll get better at that.
He'll get there.
He's a kid. He's a kid.
But because he's 22. But
So, John, I got a big question for you.
yeah.
Does this give you flashbacks to Tommy DeVito?
So
Marlon, it's funny you mentioned that. You know who the last Giants quarterback that John had a man crush on?
It
Listen,
reminds me of this. Everything aligns to be the next Tommy DeVito, but I could be wrong, but
the thing about Tommy, right?
I think the
and
draft
Tommy was
pedigree
excited.
of Dart is a little better than
Tommy was
DeVito.
exciting his first game, but Tommy's college experience wasn't a national champion, right?
No.
So
That said, John
I
does
feel-
have the Tommy Cutlets t-shirt.
I feel better about Dart being successful than any of that, right? I think, however, that we're gonna see. I mean, I'm gonna say in my head, and it's a little clouded, that I don't think it looked like he needed Malik Neighbors in the second half of that game because he really didn't.
Mhm.
He still played really well. They scored another touchdown. Malik was already hurt. I think that this is the thing that we've been saying, there are receivers that are not NFL wide receivers on the Giants, just like the Bills. I'm not saying that Jaxon Dart is Josh Allen, but I'm saying that it doesn't take a great a top 5 receiver to make a good team. So Wan'Dale Robinson is passable, Darius Slayton is passable. These are all people
That's
who
what
are
you're
good
telling
at football.
yourself, right?
I mean, hands up, right?
Do you think
we're fine without Malik Neighbors? We don't need him.
So here's an
There's
interesting
some-
twist on it. Do you think now with hey, we may have something here with Dart? I don't know if with losing Neighbors, it may not be enough to save Dable and Joe Shane's jobs. Do you think they might get desperate and try to get a receiver before the trading deadline to replace Neighbors for this year to at least get
why
him.
would they need to do that?
I don't know.
Why
I mean,
do
is
that?
ownership still
I don't
putting them in the hot
Listen,
seat?
I don't think the Giants are. I mean, I think Dable has to win 8 games, and there is a
And
scenario.
that's what I think they might be scared about.
There is a scenario after week 6. The Giants are 3-3. I mean, they have to beat the Eagles, but there's a scenario where it happens.
Please beat the Eagles.
There's a scenario. That's unlikely. 1 in a million scenario where
It's not 1 in a million.
If
We
John
beat
turned his camera right
the
there, there'd be a
Chargers.
huge whiteboard with like all this whole thing scenario and like these strings
Yeah, he's
attached.
at a dream board of the
Yeah,
Giants
totally.
on the other side of the wall.
I mean, we beat the Chargers. I didn't think that would happen.
And it's just a bunch of pictures of Jaxon Dart.
Mm, it is.
Amazing.
Got little,
You're
he's
right.
got little hearts
It
over
is.
the eyes. You love Jaxon Dart. You
He's so
love
handsome.
Jaxon Dart.
So handsome.
So when are you going to get a Jaxon Dart t-shirt, John?
We'll see. We will see. Time will tell.
Yes.
I mean, here's the thing. I have been excited for Giants football this year, and it's the first time in a while. I mean, it sucks.
a nice
to have
feeling,
a bad
isn't it?
team. It sucks. to
Well,
have a
like
bad
we were
team.
talking about before, Cam Scattaboo. I mean, he's already overtaken Jordan as the number one as RB1, and I mean that man knows how to score touchdowns.
He does. He does.
Yeah. I
He
mean,
blows up
by
guys.
literally
I heard-
running through people, but yes.
I heard a comparison that he's Wolverine, and I like that because he's short. He's like a little tiny dude.
He's like Mike.
And-
Yeah.
He's like a faster version of Mike Allstott. That's what he is.
Mm.
And he like
Jamal Allstott and Bettis had to be.
he's blowing up defensive
Bettis,
linemen,
yeah.
like
Bettis,
guys
yeah.
that
Yeah,
are
low
twice
center
his
gravity,
size.
battering human battering him.
He's taking their knees out and he's
Right.
hitting them in ways and they're not getting up. And I'm just like, so like the reason I bring up pass block, he's a really good pass blocker. He's got uncanny balance. Like yards after hit are very high. It's very high, right?
Yeah,
So-
because he literally goes and tries to hit people instead of them coming to him. That's why.
Ramming speed.
Yeah, he's like, I will hit you before you have a chance to hit me. Yeah.
no, I mean I've been sending people the Ram Man meme literally all week.
I'm gonna
because-
take the credit for that. I
should.
sent the GIF initially. I'm like, John, this is who you have, and I sent a picture of Ram Man from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, who's literally like this short, stocky dude, but
I
literally has a
also-
giant like battering ram for a helmet, and I'm like, that's your
I
running
also
back.
like the Lord of the Rings memes with the big Urukai running against the wall.
Oh yeah, like the one that
That one
takes.
too?
Yep.
Takes the the siege engine Urukais.
Yeah, the siege engine,
Like,
right? And he just like rams it into the castle. That's yeah.
Yep. God, we're such nerds. Mark, there's
Amazing.
2 outs.
Yep.
What the fuck's going on? Is it happening?
I think it's happening. I'm depressed.
Oh man.
I haven't checked the score. So yeah, what is the 9th inning?
It's almost over.
Oh wow.
Oh
It is?
no!
I think it's over.
Oh, no!
Inning?
It's over.
And it's over.
9th inning?
Damn.
It's over. Oh.
Fuck yeah. Good series, Mark.
All right. Are we done? Are we done?
Sorry, Mark.
Yeah, we're done. The timer went off.
We're done.
And the Yankees won.
John is
Yeah.
John needs a cigarette after that topic.
Come along and talk about the next topic. Slide, slippity slide. I'm hitting switches on block and 65. Come along and talk about the next topic. Slide, who ride? Ain't no valley low or mountain high. That's my Coolio impersonation.
That was hot, man.
So in the latest NFL coaches squabble, San Francisco DC Robert Saleh almost got into it with Jacksonville head coach Liam Cohen after the 49ers lost to the Jags, and Saleh accused Cohen of legally stealing signs from the opposing bench.
Whoa.
Apparently, just about everyone under the Sean McVay coaching tree does something similar, where they intensely study and analyze film of the habits and communication of their opponents on legal game footage. That's why it's legal. So everyone, are we worried about the Jaguars legally stealing signs, or is this really nothing to worry about?
Well, sorry, go ahead, Marlon.
I say there's nothing to worry about. I mean, to me, stealing signs, no matter what it is, football, baseball, whatever it is, it's part of the game. You have to do a better job of hiding your signs and knowing what you're going to do in certain situations. I mean, but also, people are creatures of habit. They do certain schemes at certain times of the game. They do certain personnel at certain times of the game. So once you figure out the person's trends, it's really not too hard to find, and really not too hard to follow, especially in football. In football, once you start, and if you're in the game, you kind of know what coach is doing, what the offense, what defense is doing. You know the rhythm that they're trying to do. It's really not too hard to figure out what they're doing at that point.
Okay.
So Robert Sala
he's-
did
he's-
later backtrack and said he was trying to give Cohen a compliment about how well his staff just studies game film and whatnot. But it was, I mean, at the end of the game, they were ready to fight. Robert Sala was ready to throw down.
Yeah, that man.
And Liam
I'd be
Cohen was
scared
like, "Yeah,
trying
I'll
to fight
fight you,"
Robert
while
Sala.
his-
He's a
while
big
his other-
dude.
Yeah, while his other coaches are like dragging him away. It's like, bang, man.
All right, so Marlon's not worried at
good
all.
game.
I don't know. I've seen this before with a certain Bill Belichick. with
And
that-
that's what the negative connotation with stealing signs is, because everyone thought about when the Pats were illegally stealing the Bengals play calls and whatnot, secretly videotaping them.
Mhm. Right. It's like we've seen this happen before, and the Patriots kind of got away with it, but then they like over penalized them the next year for something else. I don't know. I forget the whole story, but like the whole Spygate thing. Right. People are more aware of it now than they've ever been. But do you feel like that's kind of inevitable? Like, I mean, people can probably bring a drone up there and do 100x zoom from a cell phone and get people's like play call sheets at this point.
Well, it's big news
They
this
had
year that
controversy in Michigan.
Mm.
That I mean, they had a whole Netflix series on that. The kid who went to games and would buy tickets for people's games to just get their scouting report of the team going ahead.
Yeah. I mean, does it get to the point where like you put decoy play sheets and fake things in the way of teams that are going to take it and like read the wrong thing? Do you have signals that you practice with all week and then you change them on the moment the game starts? Like, what do you do?
Now, can I ask a dumb fucking question? So it's 2025. It's 2025, right?
There are no dumb
And
questions.
there are
Yes, we are in the
tiny-
darkest timeline.
No, but they're like tiny spy earbuds and ridiculous long-range Bluetooth technology. And why doesn't everybody who plays every sport have a heads-up like
You can actually listen in on the conversations.
No, just like a system that is encrypted that they can talk about the signs literally without anybody hearing them.
They
They
do.
do have
that-
secure
they're-
channels
yeah.
between, and there's because of the security, John. There is limited. There's only 2 players I think on the field at any given time that have a mic in their headset, and it shuts off with like 15 seconds to go before the play starts. So if you call audibles, you're on your own out there.
Listen, this is the thing that happened with the Yankees this year. They got a bunch of shit in the beginning of the year, and the guys on second were
How do you
tipping
talk
pitches.
about the Yankees?
He
it's
always
important.
brings back to
How do
this.
you jump to the
No,
Yankees?
no, because it's fucking relevant.
You guys
Bear
want to
with,
talk about the Yankees again?
bear with me.
Did
If
you know
you're
they just
like,
won the World Card Series?
if you're holding your glove wide open and you're literally showing the guy on second the pitch you're going to throw, and he's telling the guy at home, is it your fault or is it their fault? That's why I'm asking. That's what I'm asking.
But no one's doing that. No one's hourly like doing that. There are coaches on Cohen's
fuck?
staff that are literally just looking at game film and studying the coaches and whatnot. Guys, remember
Really?
when Chip Kelly was the head coach and he had like all those like the signs and the signals that he was doing
still do
and
that.
whatnot?
Chip does, or coaches in general.
I don't think
College
Chip
College
is.
also does that.
Oh, call it.
I don't. When Chip was in college, I think he stopped doing that, and now he's the OC of the Raiders, right?
Is he back in the NFL?
And he's
Okay.
definitely not doing that. Oh no, he's definitely an
college.
offense coordinator, and I'm pretty sure it's the Raiders. But I mean, I remember when that first came out, it was wild. Like you had these 2 people that were just waving these signs, and they had these symbols on it, and that was their job.
That is pretty far out.
Chip
Yeah.
Kelly because Chip Kelly was like, and it was like baseball signs. Like a sign it wasn't a 1-to-1 correlation. It also depended on the order of what the signs were and whatnot. Like Chip Kelly was super like paranoid of people stealing his signs, and my camera's going insane right now.
I noticed it. It's like, do I follow the water or do I follow Mark?
The water doesn't have eyes though. The water
The camera
does.
seems to beg to differ.
Oh, I wonder if it's this symbol right here.
No.
I don't know. Now it's not doing it.
Water
Amazing.
doesn't have eyes.
So you guys don't think this is? I mean, it's a part of the game, right?
Yeah, I mean-
guess a lot of people do it. Everyone in Sean McVay's under Sean McVay's coaching tree has a dedicated staff to just study game film of coaches.
I mean, I think
Yeah,
as long as they're bending but not breaking the rules, I don't see the problem. Kind of like Marlon said, like this shit happens all the time, and like you just have to be better at hiding your stuff.
I'm also with
fucking
John
say?
too with the whole everyone should have a headpiece, and at this point, if that's what you're
It just-
doing, and that's what you're going with, then that's
just doesn't
that's
fuck-
the name of the game.
Yeah.
It doesn't
And
seem
put the
hard.
headpiece
To
in the
keep
helmet.
Yeah.
doesn't seem hard
Well,
to keep it secure.
I think it
Yeah,
also
I think
it's not the communication that they're like the actual physical communication. It really is like they're studying tendencies of coaches and whatnot. That too. That's another thing that you're doing. So
Yeah.
I mean, as a head coach, you should know what your own tendencies are, and you should try to avoid them. And sometimes, because I mean, that's that's bad coaching too. If
Or
you're doing the same
purposely
thing over
use
and over.
them when you're going to do
Correct,
something different.
correct.
Every time that guy
I mean,
blinks his
it-
left eye, they call a run. But then you call a pass. Ha! Gotcha.
And we're done.
It has to go back to, if the NFL goes by,
We're
they
done.
have they're line in the sand.
It's good instincts, Marlon. I dig that.
I like it.
From the back to the middle and around again. I'm gonna be there till the end, 100%. Next topic. From the back to the middle and around again. I'm gonna be there till the end, 100%. Next topic.
We are doing so bad, by the way.
So what, with time?
Yeah.
I think
All right.
we haven't been on for a couple weeks. We're a little rusty, and we're just excited to just talk. I think we're all just like, oh my God, the show's going on.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Go Yankees. All right. So I have one more football question, so we're going to do it. After Malik Neighbors tore his ACL in week 4, and we did talk about that, OBJ announced on social media that he'd like a discussion of turf and injuries to start immediately. And with 23, and I counted this, major players across every skill possession being on the injury report for week 5, he might be right. Major injuries with multiple week recoveries have now occurred to names like Joe Burrow, CeeDee Lamb, Malik Neighbors, Tyreek Hill, and a lot more. I do remember having this conversation last year, but what can the NFL do better to protect its assets? Is the answer just real grass fields, or is it something else?
The grass fields would
I think
help.
it's real grass field. I mean, just look at the World Cup, right? The biggest sport in the world, FIFA World Cup comes out.
Yep.
It has to be played on natural grass. That is their law. No matter what, natural grass, that's what has to be played on. Why? Injuries.
Yeah.
NFL should be the same thing.
Yeah.
Turf is killing everyone. Play
Really?
back on
That's a
natural
thing?
grass.
That's a thing in soccer?
Yes.
So
It has to be
because
played on
they're
natural grass.
they're going to play World Cup games at Gillette Stadium, and Gillette Stadium has the
Right,
next
and-
turf.
Right. Nope. It's getting taken out and it's putting real grass in there.
Really?
Wow.
Yep.
No, you have to be
What-
careful because Arizona, they do the whole replacing the sod thing, and everyone remembers that Super Bowl where like clumps of sod were coming up under everyone's cleats all the time. So you got to be
Yeah.
careful of that too.
They just replaced it. They just replaced that. That's the thing on them. That's Paul planning. If you have it year round, you're not. Yeah, basically what happened there was went from turf to natural grass in a quick time turnaround because they were home. You had 2 weeks
Mhm.
to get that thing to settle, and you have a grounds crew that's not familiar with grass anymore. They're used to turf, though.
Mhm.
Of course, it's going to happen. So
And this is the bigger thing too with MetLife specifically, or as I found Odell Beckham Jr. called it Death Life Stadium in his tweet.
Yeah.
He was upset.
I don't blame him. Like it wrecked his career too.
I'm not 100% convinced that turf really has anything to do with these. It's football.
It seems to happen
Football
an
injuries
awful lot at
happen
MetLife
all the
Stadium
time.
specifically, though.
Just because it seems like it doesn't mean that's the actual thing. I think an actual study probably needs to be done about this. And I don't
yes.
necessarily get it because it's not like the turf is like is like grabbing onto the cleat a little bit more than natural grass would. I mean, I guess I could believe because it's a synthetic fiber that's maybe a little less viscous, or that's probably not the right scientific term for it, but it's
like a patty-sized chunk of earth doesn't give way to your force on a turf field like it does on grass, right? Instead, your knee pops out.
No, I'll be honest with you.
I think that's the difference.
Yeah, so I ref football, and when you're on natural to turf, your body's taking a beating, and you feel the difference.
Yeah.
So last week I did 5 games that on a natural field, I was good. Week before that, I did 5 games on turf, and my body felt fucking horrible, especially my knees. My knees hurt so much
Really?
after that. Yes. And sometimes you dread it. Like, you do the one-off high school games, it's nothing. But you do the multiple games, it fucking sucks. Even
Is the absorption different? Is it like, standing on the, when you have a standing desk and you stand on the mat versus you stand on the concrete, like that kind of difference where you feel it? Yeah.
Feel it more. You feel it right up, go up your ankles, right up to your lower back, up to your spine, to your shoulder blade. You feel it everywhere.
Especially the older turf. And that's the other thing too. Like, grass is grass. Yeah. There's different qualities of grass fields, but I feel like there's a greater variance with turf to turf. And that could be why maybe MetLife has so many problems. They maybe desperately need to change that turf. Maybe it's the wrong kind or wrong style. Marlon, to your point, a lot of Buffalo Bills players back in the old, like, rich stadium in the 90s, those Super Bowl years, they were like, I don't know how we all survived, because I swear to God, it was like that stadium literally was concrete floor with like a millimeter of like fake plastic grass on top of it. They said it felt like you were literally playing on concrete.
AI says 22 reported ACL injuries so far this season.
Oh, that's a lot. Is that more than usual, though? I feel like there are a lot of ACLs every year, though. But you're right. They do need to.
It does seem like a lot of ACLs.
To compare the statistics for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, you guys know, like, this turf that they're using. It's a purely financial decision that they're doing it. It's a lot easier to maintain. You don't need like a big crew to really maintain it as well. It's like it's purely a cost-effective measure as to why stadiums are have this turf versus natural grass.
But you have a league that's worth hundreds of billions, if not like $1 trillion. Why is cost a problem?
Billionaires are always looking to make more, like 1.1 billion as opposed to 0.1 billion of savings is still $100,000, right? So
yeah, and they don't care how many kids that are just trying to make it that ruin their bodies along the way.
So since 2015, there has been an average of 62 ACL tears per season, with a relatively consistent range between 53 and 68. Now, in 2025 so far, it is already at a third of that, and we're
less than a quarter of the way into the season now.
Less than a quarter of the way through the season. So
everyone's played 4 games.
Maybe a little higher than normal. Couple weeks. We're still, I mean,
it's not considered a huge outlier yet, but it's trending that way.
The math isn't mathing.
Yeah.
All right, we're at time.
It's all about the state. I don't know if it's real. I get it that your knees probably feel a little bit different, but I don't know. What if you just wore different shoes? No, that's what they do.
Do those shoes?
You wear turf. You wear different cleats on the turf.
Pieces of turf out of the field, though. Like,
So I'll do this. I've done 6 high school games so far this year, right? And I've had 3 blown ACLs. All 3.
Oh shit! Wow. Really? Wow.
There's a data point.
We're at Conley Stadium, turf, and what the fuck was the other one? No, it wasn't. Coventry's natural. I don't know what the other one was, but yeah, two were at Conley Stadium because they were back to back.
Wow.
That game's in the.
I mean, I'm not gonna. The evidence does kind of point towards it. I still would like to see a study about it, though.
Time.
Yep.
Time.
I like it.
11 o'clock.
Let's move on.
Okay. Here's another fake sponsor: Snack Sentry, a motion detecting snack jar that tattles if someone steals your treats.
Ooh.
Snack Sentry, protect your snacks at all costs.
Nice.
All right, that's the one. I'm building that in AI.
Yeah, can we
No,
make that real?
I haven't forgotten that you want me to build these AI logos, by the way.
No, I'm gonna build. I'm building that one tomorrow.
Gonna make the product market it.
Do you
Well-
have the time to listen to me whine about the sports and talk about next topic?
I am one of those.
So it was announced this week that the Cleveland Browns are trying to repeat the Jaxon Dart effect by benching their low-performing veteran with a rookie. So they said goodbye to Joe Flacco and hello to Dylan Gabriel. But the Browns have 2 rookie quarterbacks in the big room, of which one of them made headlines for the wrong reasons. In response to Rex Ryan say that Shedeur Sanders should keep his mouth shut as he gets passed over and potentially overlooked. Well, the son of Primetime took this as a note to pantomime during a series of questions by roving reporters. So the dumpster fire in Cleveland is now focusing on the wrong rookie quarterback. So everyone, what would you say to Shedeur Sanders? And should we be paying as much attention to him being a third string quarterback?
I mean, no.
I still don't know why. Is it truly just the attitude, or is there a talent reason that he's the third string quarterback? Though I feel like Cleveland is trying to do this to
Probably
make
both.
a point, and they're not really one to
also,
talk, having taken
not
in
just
the
fucking
massage
Cleveland.
happy ending king for like
Literally-
$120 million a season or whatever the fuck they did.
Every head coach and every GM for 5 rounds passed up Shedeur Sanders. These are all professional teams with NFL players and NFL coaches. He is both an asshole, and he just proved it again this week, and probably not that good at football. I remember there was like a whole reel where Cam and Shedeur were throwing, and Cam was like kind of just calling him out for being sort of a system quarterback and only throwing shortcut routes and like not doing anything challenging. He had good stats because Travis Hunter's very good and the team was very well coached, had a lot of good players. And so I would not be surprised if Shedeur Sanders is a bad quarterback. He's just a bad quarterback.
So,
So why
John,
do you get
I am
drafted
going
at
to
all?
100% agree with you on this. I'm agree with you on this.
Okay.
I watched him in Colorado. I watched what he did, and then I watched him. Was it UC? Was he before that? UCF, UAB, wherever he was at, Florida school, whatever he was. Jacksonville State.
Central
was that
Florida,
it?
yeah. Or Jacksonville State, yeah, Jax.
Let's see. Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever it is, the number is out there. Well, I believe he's either 1 or 2. He's either won 1 or 2 games against ranked opponents. The biggest one he ever had was 2023 against number 17 TCU. They shouldn't even been ranked. He beat them by, I think, 3 or 4 points. That's his biggest win he's had so far.
Wow.
Not forget the huge loss to Stanford, where Stanford came back, over 27, 28, 29 points or 30 points. He came back and won it in overtime. I don't think Sanders is a good quarterback. I'm sorry, I'm not there. John, I'm with you. I think he's a fucking horrible quarterback. I think he's going to come out and be trashed. I think they're doing exactly where he should be. I think 5th round was too high. He should have been an undrafted free agent in my book.
Wow.
And
I like the
think
fire.
that
All
that
right.
whole thing comes from Showtime making calls and making sure at least he got drafted and him being Deion Sanders' son, right? I mean, that has to matter. Has to matter.
There's a lot of gravity
has to
there
be
for
part of
sure. But
It has to be part of the decision.
Allegedly, he didn't do any of that. Allegedly.
Yeah, but allegedly
Bullshit.
he was good at baseball. I mean,
He was good at baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sanders was amazing at baseball.
So, John, how happy are you? Do you remember in
was
the
an Aaron
offseason
Judge,
earlier on, right, a few months before the draft, where Shedeur Sanders was linked to the Giants, like in every single freaking mock draft and review and preview?
and I fought it really hard because I
Remember
didn't think
that?
he was a good quarterback. I'm very happy.
How much of a
I
sigh of relief
literally-
are you breathing now?
Now that I am a professional sports journalist, I feel like we're getting a lot of things right.
You're getting paid for this?
I mean, a little bit. I don't know. But like,
That's
we get a
news to
lot of
me.
things right. And we fucking called out literally the whole entire Giants draft, literally perfectly. We called out Sanders dropping in the draft, like all that stuff we just talked about before it happened. The writing was on the wall, literally on the wall.
Yeah. No, you guys make good points. I wanted to just bring up devil's advocate, but it's like with all the hoopla and stuff like that, would it behoove Cleveland to just be like, you know what? Throw him out to the Wolves. If he swims, great. If he sinks, at least we're done with it. And we can justify it. Like, not only is he an asshole, but, he's not good at football either. So I'll see you later.
If Gabriel sucks ass, and I kind of think he's going to, because he's essentially a short right-handed Tua.
That doesn't sound great either.
I think it's going to come down to, I guess, all right, I sure dare your only option right now. And
at least their defense is good.
Mm-hmm.
Their defense is amazing.
I know. It's like the Browns aren't bad because their offense is very bad, but their defense.
Well, I'll say that the Browns did a very good job in their draft, aside from quarterbacks, because just about all of their other draft picks are starting right now, and contributing too.
Yeah, I think Gabriel is the better quarterback over Sanders. To be honest with you, got a guy coming from the SEC over the Pac-10. I mean.
Yeah, I think that's a really good.
You really don't like Sanders, do you?
I don't think he's a good quarterback. I really don't.
Should he play a different position then?
Where are you gonna put him?
That's true, because he's not very fast either.
I was gonna say, like, what is it? What are his athletic measurements? Like, Dion was the fastest fucking thing we've ever seen in pads. Well, like, if his son doesn't have that, what does he have?
Yeah, his best asset is that he's Dion's son, I guess.
Right, but that doesn't say a lot if you don't also have Dion's speed and athletic and like cerebral ability to play football at a Hall of Fame level.
And cool sunglasses.
Well, yeah, okay. Can't wear those under the helmet either.
Sing me a song, Mark.
Another night, another dream, but always you. It's like a vision of love that seems to be true. Another night, another dream, but always you. It's next topic, I dream of love so true.
That's good. That's tight, Mark.
All right. You guys couldn't get away without talking about it. And to celebrate the Yankees win, we're going to do our Yankees question.
Here we go.
So, I had a funny experience when I was writing the show after the game last night.
So, Mark would beg to differ here.
You might have heard that your favorite podcast went to Game 2 of the AL wild card with the Yankees versus the Red Sox. And the Yankees ended up getting a gutsy win on an Austin Wells long single in the bottom of the 8th after trading runs with the Red Sox all game. And I had a funny realization as I was sitting there writing this question that I wanted to share. So I've been a Yankees fan as long as I can remember and used to watch and follow the season religiously into my late teens. So now approaching 45 and still being a Yankees fan. It's a much smaller part of my life. And I realized after literally, and I'm not exaggerating, the most exciting sports experience, like live sports experience I have ever had, that I desperately miss it. I miss it. And so...
Aww.
How has getting older affected your childhood fandoms? And what is the best moment at a sporting event you've ever had? I went a different way.
You did go a different way.
It's a cool question, though. I like this.
I mean, I still follow all of the teams of my youth. And now I have the money to just go on a whim to go down to Yankee Stadium and watch them.
That was some adult money bullshit we just did.
That was impressive.
The way this went is we went to we did our 3 stadiums things. You guys probably saw that got a copyright strike, but I think you already fixed it.
I did.
Yeah, nice work. So we're sitting at breakfast on Monday morning after the Red Sox game, and Mark's like, "Wonder how much playoff tickets are." I'm like, "Well, probably really expensive," and he looked them up, and they weren't. And
that's pretty cool.
The only way to do something is to do something. So we texted Jeff from right away, and we're like, let's just fucking do it. And it was literally bought before I got home. So I mean, there is something.
It would have been bought sooner if the Yankees let me buy the tickets.
Fuck that. Nobody likes that.
Did you hear about that, Marlon? You had to be a New York, New Jersey, or Connecticut resident in order to buy a ticket.
Are you serious?
Philadelphia?
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Or Philadelphia.
They looked at the billing zip code of the credit card.
Pretty much just not New England.
Okay, this is like
somewhere I have, I think, an old Troy, New York credit card.
Okay, this is like when I used to try to go to the Hamburg Golf Course and get a membership there, but technically this woman brought out a map when we went to the golf course, and she's like, well, technically your house is in the Orchard Park town. I'm like, but we have a Hamburg address, and she's like, nope. You're paying full price. And we're like, fuck
So,
you, old mean lady.
Our friend Steve, Red Sox fan, he was convincing with me about this. And I have heard about this before. But apparently, according to Steve, it's only happened 3 times before. The Yankees obviously saying, "Oh, we want to make sure local fans get to be able to go." But really, the
Still saw a lot of Red Sox jerseys.
the 10% Red Sox fan attendance at that game, 1 in every 10. Do you think that's an exaggeration, Mark?
I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think that's fairly close.
Was pretty great.
Yeah.
It was pretty great.
I mean, 10% of 60,000 people is 6,000. I definitely believe there were at least 6,000 Red Sox fans there.
I'm sure.
I think the thing that blew me away about this, that blew me away about this experience is how happy everybody
They just
was.
fumbled at the goal line. Niners just recovered.
Was it Fred Warner?
I don't know.
Did Fred Warner strip him?
No.
Big pile. They didn't show it yet. It'll show
Hold
it
on,
now,
we're
but-
interrupting this.
95. Who's
Shit, that's
95?
fucking awesome.
I think the Niners just won this game.
I gotta see this. Yeah.
Collins?
happens.
Who's Collins? Yeah, he
there,
definitely
punched it right
punched it
there.
out, and I think he recovered
Yeah.
too.
He kind of punched the guy's
Yeah,
head
he did
first.
both. Yeah.
Wow. But John, I feel you on this, and I
Right.
to answer your question of like what what's the best moment at a sporting event you've ever had. I still remember going to my first Bills game during the Super Bowl era, and I think it was against the Patriots. Actually, it was in the 1991 season, and I just remember freezing my ass off in a snowsuit in every single layer of clothing that I had because it was fucking like terrible winter that year, and it was still like November, but I loved every minute of it. I don't have a lot of memories from that, but I think what's going to trump it is this is the last year of the Bills Stadium, and tickets are going to be horrifically expensive, like $400 to not be in the nosebleeds for this game. And Steph and I are pretty much thinking like, we didn't go to Thailand or Costa Rica for our anniversary, so maybe this will be our big anniversary thing, is going to the final year of the Bills Stadium.
Do it. Where does the your girlfriend at the time buying you tickets to see the Bills in a blizzard?
That was pretty magical, I gotta say. And so Steph, it was Christmas present because it was in the winter. I
helped her.
Yeah, John helped. But Steph got me tickets, my now wife, at the time girlfriend, got me tickets to see the Colts with Peyton Manning, by the way. That was the year the Colts won the Super Bowl. Their last game was in Buffalo, and I got to watch in the middle of a blizzard where I could not see the other side of the stadium.
It's a great story, man.
And we just watched Peyton Manning sitting there cold and miserable for a quarter and a half before they pulled him because they're like, this isn't worth it. And the Bills destroyed him. And I got to watch the 1 year that Terrell Owens was a Bill. Do you guys remember that happening? Ryan Fitzpatrick to Terrell Owens streaking full speed. They clocked him over 21 miles an hour down the sideline, ran right by us because we were in like row 10 into the end zone. It was awesome. Like, it was so fucking cool. We didn't care that the Bills were like 6-10 that year because they just sucked every year. We beat the Colts, who went to the Super Bowl, and beat them handily. And I was watching snow accumulate on this guy's head in front of me because he didn't move. It was just growing an inch. It was growing like an inch on top of his head every 15 minutes. It was amazing. So yes, John, thank you for that was a magical time, and thank you, Steph, for making that happen.
I've had a lot of really good sports moments. I saw the best baseball one is probably seeing Pedro Martinez's 200th victory. That was a pretty good one. I saw Paul Pierce's 20,000th point as well. And then what most people would say is probably the most famous sporting event I've been to. I was at the Deflategate game.
Oh,
wow.
And I remember them throwing away the ball at the beginning of the second half. And I was like, I don't know why they're doing that right now.
Did you have any idea up in the stands what was going on?
No, we had no idea what was going on. The funniest part of that game, I thought, was even after they swapped out the balls, the Patriots just ripped apart the Colts after that with the newly inflated balls.
Right, like it didn't matter really, but it
didn't even matter. But my all-time favorite sporting event and the most memorable one, I saw Kevin Garnett get his number retired within the rafters of the TD Garden, and
cool.
they had Paul Pierce and Ray Allen come out, and that was the first time the big three had been like around each other in like 10 years or something like that. So
That's super cool.
that is cool.
that was a real we had a really good seat to watch that too. Like it was like I think the banner we were I think like 7th row from the court or something like that, and we were on the side that the banner was raised. It was just amazing.
That's really cool. Any good memory for you, Marlon?
Yeah, honestly, I've had a lot of good memories. Going to the old Garden, watch the Bruins play. Being able to go there before it was the Fleet Center, phenomenal. Going to Fenway Park, and honestly, John, going to the old Yankee Stadium. Want to see the Red Sox Yankees at the old Yankee Stadium? That's just fucking great.
Oh wow!
I had a great time there. The people I went with, even the people I sat around with, went there, watched the game. I went up there, I was like shocked. I was like, wow.
I mean,
I love talking to Yankee fans. I love it.
The stereotype. Mark's experience yesterday was so much fun to watch because like you would think that people would give him shit, but like Mark's not an asshole, and so like we just talked to Yankee fans. Some guy like pretended to give him shit, and it was like nah, and like super cool about it.
I think
there was one guy in our row. He was like he loved you. He loved Jeffem because he thought that he was wearing a Yankees hat, but he was wearing a Mets hat. And then he looked at me. It's like, I'm not so sure about you yet.
See, but then like a little bit.
I asked him. I go, sorry, guys.
No, I was just gonna say like that's fun shit though. Like I love like when fans can have a good time trash talking each other. That's part of what it's all about.
So the kid who sat next to us looked at me and he's like, "You have a diverse set of friends." And I'm like, I do. All right.
The best one I ever saw was Pawtucket Red Sox. I saw Bronson Arroyo throw his perfect game.
Oh, that's cool.
Fuck yeah, that's great.
Wow.
I wouldn't necessarily brag about that.
to see that, I mean, you didn't realize it till the 8th. I mean, like you look at the scoreboard, like holy shit, it's throwing a no. You know? Oh, it was cool.
I missed the pass off.
That is really cool though, because then you have that whole like time like, oh, is he going to pull this off?
Shattered my dreams.
All right, Mark.
I refuse this day. Go to Worcester.
Sing me a song.
Hey, John, you talking back to me? They're taking me out. We're gonna talk about next topic. Hey, John, you disrespecting me? They're taking me out. We're gonna talk about next topic. Hey, don't pay your mind. If you're under 18, you won't be doing any time. Hey, it's next topic.
Oh, it's a good one. I forgot that was 94. I thought that was sooner. I thought that was earlier than that.
So last weekend, golf had its biannual tournament known as the Ryder Cup, where a select group of Americans and Europeans faced off in a weekend full of foursomes and one-on-one battles. Now, the most recent rendition was held at Bethpage Black on Long Island. This particular person was willing to make a 3.5-hour drive until he found out that general admission would cost almost $400 per day, which is more than 3 times a normal tournament. Needless to say, I felt pretty unruly about this, and it turns out I wasn't the only one, as multiple fans decided to heckle some golfers, especially Rory McIlroy. There were chants of "fuck you, Rory," and someone even spilled a beer on Rory's wife. So everyone, does golf have to do anything about hecklers after the Ryder Cup shenanigans, or should golf just embrace them?
I think it's time for golf to embrace him. Come on.
You gotta embrace it.
Yeah, like
I think no more.
I thought Tiger was going to bring this kind of like intensity and energy, and he did for a while, but I feel like it went away when he kind of, sailed off to the sunset. Like,
you
let's go. It's time for this.
In a person's backswing, right? That's the almighty sin in golf.
Of course. But the split second he hits the ball, you can go nuts, right?
But what other sport, like, could you imagine, when someone's shooting a free throw, you have to be quiet. Oh, when someone's about to throw a pitch, you have to be quiet. You can't make any noise.
That's true.
That's essentially what golf does.
Yeah. I do like the Happy Gilmore thing where they're quiet and he's like, what are you guys doing? Like, come on,
get
give
up.
me some
Exactly,
noise.
yeah. That's how it's
There
thinking.
is
That's how it's
something to be said for, and golf obviously is different, but like McElroy's never going to come back to the U.S. He said that shit, and like
Wow.
there's
Well, yes, he
something to
will.
be there's something to be said for a regular amount of heckling and being mean, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like dude who pulled the ball out of Mookie Betts' glove last year in the ALCS is never allowed in,
Well, I mean,
in the World Series is never allowed in Yankee Stadium again.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you know,
that's total bullshit kind of stuff. Heckling is one thing,
I
but
mean-
like actually interfering with the game directly, that's a whole other story.
And so what does that look like in golf?
I don't
Well,
know.
you know what? So here's the thing: if you have one person
Air horn right when he's about to hit.
cheering, it's one thing. If you have everyone cheering, then it all becomes white noise, right?
True. Yeah.
So if golf were to embrace it, then they have to have it like every other stadium or arena where everyone's allowed to make noise, and it's essentially white noise, so it means nothing.
That's a good point.
It means
You're
nothing
right.
in the long run.
Because if it's just
Do they
loud, who
redesign
cares?
golf courses?
Would you
Is
ask,
it-
John? Do they redesign golf courses?
I mean,
Oof.
like, you know, you can have sort of stands at the 18th hole. You can have sort of stands at the turnaround at the 9th, but like, you really can't anywhere else. And so, like, I've never been to
Yeah.
a pro golf
Well-
game. I think Mark is the only one who's been at a pro golf game.
There are a couple hundred people
or
that
a
follow
golf-
along, like at least.
Huh.
So
like-
they
Well, and
definitely
then
have room for
there's
people
a
to go
big-
to every hole.
There's a big tournament in Scottsdale where they call it the biggest party of the year. I mean, it's like a giant frat party at the Waste Management Open.
The waste
Waste
management open.
management.
Yeah,
I love that.
I know.
And
How
I would say
apropos.
so I
'Cause it's
bring
very
it
trashy.
up because
So we're going overtime, boys.
how do we modernize golf to make it more attendable, right?
I
Get
mean,
interaction.
And even not even more attendable, maybe even more like
it's more fun. do you think?
more watchable, more fun, more watchable for
Or accessible,
the
I
new
guess.
demographic.
Yeah, yeah.
Like who?
People would argue you don't have to do that.
Yeah,
a
but
lot of
what
people,
is-
I
a lot of
guess.
people watch golf, believe it or not, and a lot of people play golf. Obviously, I mean,
Yeah, but what's the
the
major
three of us play
demographic?
golf. Marlon, do you golf at all?
What's the major demographic for golf though? Does
Been a
it
long
mean
time
golf
for
get
me.
I mean, rich white
does
people.
golf? But does golf get
Yeah.
18 to 25?
Let's be honest.
Right?
I'm sorry. Does golf what?
Does golf get 18 to 25 as a
It-
demographic?
it
I don't
did.
think it does.
It did when Tiger was good.
Absolutely.
It did a lot in the in the aughts and late 90s when Tiger was in his prime for sure. But I don't.
I don't
you
really
think it
know.
still is, Mark? Do you think?
Absolutely.
Huh.
Absolutely. And I mean, to be honest, the overwhelming majority of people that go to golf tournaments are, you know, white guys between 18 and 35.
All right. How do you expand that?
while
though?
researching. Sometimes you don't necessarily need to.
Yeah, I guess if they're making,
I
enough
mean,
money,
Tiger
they don't
Woods
care
was
about-
Tiger Woods expanded it.
He
Tiger
did,
Woods
yes.
and also.
And that's what I was
And
getting. Is
for
like
all we know-
we need the next one of those. Like,
For all we know, Charlie
Right.
Woods, who apparently got a better golf swing than I do at age 14 or whatever like that. If he is just as good as his father, he's going to expand the game even more, I think. Now, I did a little while researching this. I found out a little bit of backstory about how this whole "fuck you, Rory" chant started.
Okay.
So apparently, there was a comedian at the tournament at the very first hole trying to warm up the crowd at 5 a.m. Now, first of all,
it is really
that
early.
doesn't happen. That doesn't happen at golf tournaments. You don't need to warm up a crowd at a golf tournament. There are people just there to watch golf. And so what she was trying to do. There's another professional golfer, Bryson DeChambeau, and she was in trying to she was doing crowd work and trying to hype the crowd. So she started a DeChambeau chant, and that's all she was chanting is DeChambeau, DeChambeau. And then the crowd they started to go along with her, and then the crowd turned on her to start saying "fuck you, Rory."
Oh no.
Yeah.
And at one point, she didn't know. She thought this was a funny thing, so
Oh,
she
no.
actually said it with the microphone too. And then I think she suddenly realized what was going on.
Oh boy.
But that's how this whole thing started. It wasn't just a bunch of people just randomly fucking yelling out "fuck you, Rory." Like there was a hype man essentially out there. And they lost control of the situation.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know what happens when you lose control of situations, like Limp Bizkit inciting the crowd at Woodstock 99 and setting a bunch of cars and stuff on fire. I don't know why that popped in my head, but, shit gets out of control sometimes.
Because you always got Fred Durst on the mind? I don't know.
Not normally, but I guess when you're saying somebody just inciting and enraging a crowd out of nowhere, that definitely happened that day.
I mean, what do you guys think? Do you think if they embraced the hecklers and let people be a little bit more rambunctious at tournaments, that golf would be more popular? Essentially, having like Happy Gilmore come to life.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be within.
I mean,
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead, Marlon.
You're not. So the thing with golf is you're in open air, right? Mm-hmm. So as loud as people think it's going to be, it's not going to be as loud as being inside a stadium. The sound's going to go up. True. It has nowhere else to go. So
yeah,
true.
With everyone yelling, it's not going to be as loud as people would think. Like, oh my god, it's going to be what? I don't know how many people go to golfing events. Was it like 10, 15, 20,000? Just spread out.
Yeah.
Holes. And then they meet up at the 18th hole. So the 18th green would probably be the loudest. I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, it definitely gets loud on the last hole.
And even so, they're not all exactly, symmetrically shouting right at you from every single direction either.
They're right over you. So
yeah,
I think they should be able to go loud. I mean, I think you have to limit what they can do, like backswings.
You know why I think they should embrace it? You know why I think they should embrace it? Because again, this was at 5 a.m. and you know what? They're letting people drink at 5 a.m. Nothing justifies morning drinking like golf.
How many of those fans do you think have just never even gone to bed from the night before?
I'm sure a lot of them.
Yeah, probably a lot of them.
So actually, this is going to be kind of fun. It's like, what if you let them be as rowdy as possible, but still at the second the backswing is going on, everybody has to shut up? It'd be really funny just to hear this like raucous crowd of like 10,000 people in the grandstand heckling, drinking, throwing shit, or doing whatever, and all of a sudden, like the second the club goes up, and then whack, and then you're right back to like mayhem.
Is there a way we could
try to do? That's what they try to do. That's why the marshals are like really raising their hands and with the signs.
Is there a way we could leverage active noise canceling technology and somehow make all the sound for the golfers disappear at the moment they need it to be, just all digitally?
Just have them wear headphones.
Yeah, I mean, they have,
just like
really good noise canceling headphones, I guess. Yeah.
No, they don't. Not even because obviously they wouldn't want to wear headphones, but some sort of like sound dampening barrier goes up that maybe is see through.
You'd have to have speakers, like a speaker microphone combination of like all around you on the tee box, maybe that would take in the sound coming in and broadcast it out of phase into the tee box. No, it's already invented. It's just you just gotta produce a perfect opposite wave. Yeah.
Mass produce it for the PGA Tour.
All right,
for the PGA Tour, we'll be rich. And also, Mark, do you know what time it is?
It's the final topic.
Sexy. And now for something completely different. So as always, we at If These Balls Could Talk are following AI news so you don't have to. And
I like that.
The news out of AI this week is we all met Tilly Norwood at the Zurich Film Festival, an uncanny fusion of Gal Gadot, Ana de Armas, and old school Vanessa Hudgens. The problem is Tilly Norwood is not a real person. She is a creation of an AI talent studio called Zakoia, and talent agencies are already fighting to represent her. So clearly this has enraged all of Hollywood. However, this hasn't stopped video production company Particle 6 to release a fully AI-generated comedy sketch with her in it. So, and I've heard a lot of this talk, and it really is very interesting. What are the ethical implications of an AI actor? Do we think anyone can stop it from happening, or is it already happening? And an interesting question that I wanted to add on, is it on purpose, and probably for bad reasons, that it's a woman first?
I think it's totally intentional. It's a woman first. Totally intentional. 100%.
So too. Absolutely.
I mentioned
So
this-
everyone who's listening, look up Tilly Norwood. Obviously, this AI person is beautiful.
It's just kind of cute,
and fun and silly and like,
of course.
you know,
she's going to check all the boxes.
She's the ultimate girl next door. That's how they describe her.
Because they can write the algorithm that way. Yeah. It's funny.
I mean, this is one of the reasons why the actors went on strike, right? They want to be able to represent their art. So I don't know really how this is.
But did they make her up from scratch?
Were,
like this
protected against
this is a completely original, like not existent human being, right?
The only way I guess they could get around it, I guess, is if it's not a SAG project.
I mean,
yeah, that's true, right? They'd have to.
And I bring this up every time we talk about it. And if you're not Pete, if you can't tell, does it matter?
You love asking that question.
Hey,
but it's so important.
That's a great question. No, it is. And actually, one of the class I went to college with, and it's still one of my favorites. It was a freshman year class, a communications course, and we had the same debate where we looked at a transcript of a chat, and this is like, I mean, right, we're talking 1999 because we're fucking old, right? Between some artificial intelligence thing that basically this one person was like alone. I don't remember the whole scenario, but they were basically like, I don't know if it was like a situation where they're out in space and this was the only thing left to talk to. And it was this AI generated thing. And the person was so desperate for human connection that to them, they perceived it as real and it satisfied that emotional need for connection and contact. And basically, as John said, if you yourself perceive it as real, then who is anyone to judge? Like, right?
So I just thought of an argument, and I don't necessarily know, like, this isn't going to necessarily prove my opinion or anything like that. This kind of makes me feel like, and if you're someone that still believes in Santa Claus, you should stop listening. This kind of reminds me of the whole illusion of Santa Claus, because at one point Santa Claus, like the whole mantra about Santa Claus now was based on a real person. And now what the actual Santa Claus is now is certainly not what that person was at one point, but you at one point believed in Santa Claus, I'm assuming.
What would be the superhero origin story?
It was real to you. The illusion of Santa Claus is real to you. But one day you were told that Santa Claus wasn't real. And how did you feel?
I figured, like everyone else, figured it out.
Well, you figured, all right. So
I was too gullible and did not. I did not
real.
Figure it out, Mark. I was. So,
did I just tell you for the first time, Pete?
Yeah,
but I mean,
damn it, you ruined my life.
Here's the thing, like, if nobody told you, not you, Pete, you don't count. If nobody told you this chick was fake, would you be able to? Would you be able to tell?
Yeah,
no.
That's an excellent question.
I'm sure if you watch enough, right?
If this video was not presented to you in an article that said this is an AI person, because then you're looking for it, right? It's that that uncanny valley, right? You're looking for the AI things.
Yeah.
But if somebody flipped it on its head and said, this is a new comedy sketch that I just saw, isn't it funny? Isn't that girl pretty? You'd be like, yes, that girl's pretty.
I mean, I'd love to see like a full feature film with Tully, maybe to see. I don't know. It's piqued my curiosity at the very least. I'm not gonna spend money in the theaters to go see this, but
I mean, it's probably gonna be a drama first, because then it's gonna get you all the emotions, because those emotions gonna be up notch.
I mean, in some respects, how is it?
Do you think they can?
How is this different than an animated feature? Because animation obviously isn't real.
The animation, the picture isn't, but the voices were still real. And actually, this is going to get me to this point I brought up before the show. Not the first time we've tried to have a virtual actress be a thing.
Yeah,
so,
you did.
There you go. Got to segue into it, Mark. You gave me the opening.
Explain it now.
All right. So back in 2001, when Squaresoft was still Squaresoft, right? The makers of these Final Fantasy video games, they decided to go all out. They invested hundreds of millions of dollars in this fancy studio in Hawaii, and they made a CG movie called Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. Ancient history now, the movie completely flopped and it bankrupted the company, and they fired Sakaguchi, who was the guy pretty much pioneering it. He was the father of Final Fantasy. Long story short, he's out. Enix bought them, whatever. But during this, the star of this movie was this character named Aki. She was supposed to be this big celebrity, and in Japan she kind of was, and their ambitions with her were to make her a virtual actress, so that this wasn't the only movie she would be in. Aki was not a single made character for this movie. She was supposed to be a virtual actress that would star in many different things and do different dramas or comedies or whatever. So an attempt was made back then to happen. The problem is the movie fucking sucked, and it didn't make enough money for them to really have any momentum to carry it forward. And I don't think the technology was there yet, right? She still had to be voiced by a human being. So this is a 24 or 25 years later. This is the next step of that attempt, right?
And so what's wild about that is that this is again that they want this thing to be in movies,
right? They're trying to make this like a virtual actress that doesn't exist in real life, but kind of does. And if you perceive it that way,
already given her own socials that she posts to, which is wild when you think about it. You're taking a situation and you're just like, oh, and just like we just kind of reiterate on the point where they're like, would you know if no one told you?
We are getting dangerously closer to that. I don't think we're there yet, but it is getting more difficult. Like it's not every AI video has people that have like differing numbers of fingers that keep appearing in their hands. Like we're getting better, and it's scary.
Right. The voices have been crazy. The voices.
This next century is built for you guys.
Yeah, Marlon, I just saw they had they're advertising Sora 2, which is like an AI generated video thing, and now it has full audio with it too. That's completely made up. Like it's complete bullshit. Just
there you go. Yeah.
Like that's creepy. That's almost more creepy to me than the video.
Whole thing's creepy.
Yeah.
And we're at time.
Oh.
Man,
I didn't totally bum us out, but it was
totally bum us out.
But it's a heavy because it's one of those thinkers, man. Oof.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a sign of things to come.
Gotta mind fuck us at the end there.
So that has been our topics. We will be back next week with our friend Jeff and Picars for a special baseball playoff episode. In the meantime, you can catch up on our old episodes on our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/@iftheseballspod. And don't forget to subscribe to us by ticking that little bell.
Tickle, tickle.
We would like to thank our guests for joining us tonight. Thank you, Marlon.
Thanks, Marlon.
Thanks, Marlon.
Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate it.
You can also follow or like us on our socials at @iftheseballspod on X, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Our website is www.iftheseballscouldtalkpod.com. This is Mark Pesci, and for my partner, John Companion, producer Pete Steffen, that's what we feel they would say if these balls could talk. Bye, everyone.
Night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.